Creating buy-in. Hi everyone, Dennis Gilbert. Today I want to talk with you about creating buy-in. And of course, many of us have heard the term or the words, go create buy-in. When we think about creating buy-in in our workplace, it's usually connected to change efforts. And it's the idea that we have to get the entire team, all of the staff, the entire organization bought in to some particular change effort. Often when we're charged with these words, we recognize what buy-in means, but we're uncertain how to really get the team there. From my experiences, creating buy-in is a somewhat elusive concept. It's one, again, that people recognize that we need to do it, but the actual steps or the way to create buy-in remains somewhat elusive. So we're going to take a couple minutes and explore some key indicators or key areas that will help you create buy-in. Many of us have heard that buy-in is created by involving as many people as possible in the change effort, allowing lots of opportunities for questions and for various departments and teams to provide input. We've also probably heard that we have to place high value on change resistors, those people who may resist the change, giving them a voice and an opportunity to discuss what concerns they may have. Of course, all of those areas are valuable to change efforts and valuable to creating buy-in. But from my experiences, I find that there are three additional areas that require some support or some investment in to really solidify the idea of creating buy-in. We have to be able to create shared experiences. We have to have trusted communication, and we have to practice patience. Departments, teams, or organizations that are successful in those three areas will likely create more employee engagement and have employees who are more bought in to their change process. Much of our struggle with change efforts is that people are somewhat reluctant to change. And so creating buy-in is an important element for us to be able to successfully process through a change event. It's not so much that people dislike change or hate change efforts. It is that change efforts take people outside of their comfort zone. It makes them feel uneasy, nervous, and sometimes afraid. When we incorporate some of the three concepts just mentioned by including things like having everyone participate in the experience, creating that shared experience, when we have trusted communication, meaning people know what to expect and when, and when we practice patience as a core team value, we'll have a much greater chance of success in creating buy-in and processing through those change efforts when compared with departments, teams, or organizations who do not incorporate some of those tactics to process or transition through a change event. Of course, we can't explore all three of those topic areas in the scope of this short segment, but I would like to take just a moment to talk about the idea of practicing patience. This somewhat seems like a paradox to us as we consider change efforts, because in most cases, our organization is processing change in a very time-sensitive manner. Time is always of the essence. And of course, we can all quickly appreciate, understand, and value that. But at the same time, if we truly want to have all team members bought into this change process, they have to share in the experience. So what's commonplace for us to do if we have a couple of team members lagging behind is we tend to want to jump in and help them with their part. Of course, that's great, and that's a great example of teamwork and team effort. And it's okay to be a crutch temporarily for some of those workers who may be falling behind. But if that crutch becomes more of a permanent process and they really don't engage in the change effort, it is more likely that they will also not be bought into this particular change. So sometimes it's valuable for us to practice a little bit of patience as we transition through a change event, allowing all team members to do their part or work on their piece. And in the process of that, they share in the experience, which makes everyone bought in. Patience does seem somewhat like a paradox when we're trying to transition through a change event. Short term, it seems to make more sense for us to jump in, help each other out, and keep things moving in a very timely manner. But long term, practicing patience may help make the difference between change success and change failure. How about your team? Are they bought into your change efforts? They can be.